Hey, hello guys. Paul Apollonia, top-rated power seller on eBay, here with another what I sold on eBay video. A little delayed again, sorry. This one's from June 23rd, 2018 to July 8th, 2018. As you well know, not to gripe about it, eBay has been full of glitches lately. I'm going to show you a few I've experienced. I'm just dealing with them and still listing and just keeping a positive attitude. A lot of negativity out there. I'll just leave it at that. Am I thrilled? Not really, but it is what it is. So let's get started here. Let me show you the very first listing I sold on June 23rd has a glitch in it. No pictures. The pictures were there in the listing. This was an awesome Electrolux vacuum cleaner. I bought it at a thrift store for $15. I sold it separately. I parted everything out. I sold the canister unit. I sold, and you'll see later on the listing, I sold another piece for $30. So I did really well on this. But again, no pictures showed up in the listing. I'm assuming the pictures were there when the guy bought it, but when I went to look at them after he bought it, they were not there. So I did pretty good with that one. Obviously, it was a limited edition one from the 1980 Olympics, but whatever. The second I saw it at the thrift store, I just grabbed it. They do a good job at this thrift store of testing things, and it says it was tested. A lot of times I don't even check them if it says tested at this thrift store because I know they test them pretty good. I'm not a big thrifter. I'm normally parting out stuff, getting stuff for free and parting it out, or I do a lot of consignment, but I do some thrifting. My niche is small engine stuff, lawn equipment, parting out, and radio equipment and electronics. So let's move on to the next item. This was a consignment item. Got this a long time ago. Put it up there. It's probably been in my store for probably about 6-7 months. So funny, while I was doing a video on how to clean and display this knife way back, I actually cut myself with it. So these Swiss Army knives are pretty darn sharp. Pretty good video. I did my best with the pictures. Actually, this was one of the items I listed while I was doing one of my how to sell on eBay classes. Actually, the title of the class is Learn to Sell on eBay the Right Way, through lifelong learning. But we did this as a demo item to put up on eBay, and I showed them how to do it. Some of the pictures I took. Several months later, a buyer asked me to take some pictures of the blades, names on the blades. And that's what I did, and I put them in the listing. So that came out pretty good. All these pictures are done with my phone. So I did really well. Consignment, I do 50-50 split. And then fees come out of the consignor's end. Signee end, I'm sorry. He was happy, I was happy. Thrilled with the sale. Let's go on to the next one. You've seen these over and over again if you watch any of my other videos. Like I just said, I part out a lot of small engine equipment. This trimmer takes me about 20 minutes to part out the parts. After I'm done parting out the parts, I know exactly what sells and what doesn't sell. And I average about $60 to $100 on the parts. So this is an ignition coil off the engine. I've actually had problems with 2 of these that I sold. They were not good. I thought they were good. I tested them. They had spark. But I guess something happened in shipment or it just got messed up. I just refunded the people fully. I don't want it back. They were happy. I was even willing to send them another one if I had it, but I didn't. I was going to surprise them with that, but they were happy with the refund. Okay. Okay, this item here was a Craigslist free find. Always keep an eye on Craigslist free. I grabbed this for free. It was about half a mile away. I don't travel real far for Craigslist stuff. I don't do curb pickups or curb alerts or anything like that. I don't have time for that. Half the time the item's not there. This guy was willing to hold it for me, went and grabbed it, listed it, sat in my store for about 3 weeks, and it sold. Unfortunately, it went out to California. It cost me $31 to ship it, but I got it for nothing. And it was real light. It went into 14 by 16, 12 boxes. I telescoped them together. Probably the length was 28 by 14 by 16. Shipped at FedEx because they do a better pricing on large items like that. And it took a little while to get out there, but again, I have it set up as economy shipping. So he knew that going out. So that was a great buy. Great find, I guess. Always keep an eye on Craigslist free. Even set up email alerts for things you know that are out there. I have it set up for mowers, radios, chainsaws, anything like that. And again, you'll be serenaded of either cars starting up and birds. There'll be no talking like in the coffee shops like it was at one time. Quite embarrassing. Here, if you watch any of my what I've sold on eBay videos, I sell, every time I list one of these Troy Bill things, it sells within a week. Sold this one within a week. Very easy to take off. These are the top pieces of the mower. Right here would be the pull cord. Pull it. So I'm just giving you an idea what it is. You take these 2 screws off. This pops off. Clean it off real quick. Put some vinyl protector on it. Make them look like new. What I also do is I have this white plastic to keep this under 16 ounces. I wrap it in white plastic, tape the living heck out of it so it's nice and secure, and send it out first class. Slap a label on it and send it out first class. So I make a little bit of money on shipping too. They're happy. I'm happy. I just love doing parts. I don't know what it is. Some people don't like it. I love it. It works for me. To our next item here. This item has sort of a history. I got this mulch plug. I actually have 2 of these that I listed. I got these mulch plugs years ago, like probably 6 years ago. I have no idea from where. And I couldn't figure out what to do. Couldn't figure out the item number. Couldn't do any. I just couldn't figure out item number. So I saw this item number, or I saw this part number on the thing. So I looked up that, and it was coming on some weird, outdated mowers. So then a John Deere mower that I was parting out had a plug that was all beat up. I looked it up, and it cross-referenced this part. So I went, So what I did was I listed it, John Deere number, and that part. This goes to a Merry MTD, and I think Yardman or Yard Machine mower. And I sold this one within an hour. I sold the other one within a week. Not a big time sale. They were just sitting in my garage. I was happy to get rid of them. A lot of my sales are what they call low end sales, $15, $20 mainly. I do hit the home runs like this one here. This is a consignment item. I got this 2 weeks ago from a realtor I know I do work for. We've been trying to get together for about a year to sell this. She gives it to me at a coffee shop. I listed that night within 5 seconds. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. It sold. I couldn't believe it. I was looking for it on eBay. I went, where's it at? Ding, that cha-ching. I said, what? It just sold that fast. Did I price it low? Yeah, but it's not reprogrammed. It's not programmed. I don't know anything about it. The guy bought it, and he was thrilled. Again, that was a consignment item. I made $75 within 5 seconds. I was thrilled with that. Let that motorcycle go by. Honda GCV 160 gas tanks. Troy-built Hondas, MTD, doesn't matter. I sell these usually pretty quickly. This one was on there for about a week. Did not make a ton of money on it. Probably when all said and done, I probably made $14 on it. But it was put it in a 12 by, I forget the size of the box it was in. Maybe it was a 14 by 9 by 10 box, and just put it in our gut, taped it up, and it was gone. Went post office, and they were happy. They got it, thrilled. Again, with these, I'm going to make a liar of myself because I bet you I didn't do it. Oh, on the other gas tanks, I usually take a picture of inside the tank. I'll show you that on another tank. If not, you can watch that on the previous video I've made. Okay, this item was listed forever. This item was probably listed for a year and a half. Actually, almost had trouble finding it in my inventory. Let's not talk about that. It needs to be more organized, but I did find it without a problem. $22.99. I got it off of a lawnmower. I didn't pay anything for the lawnmower. 2 seconds to take it off, another 5 seconds to clean it up. But like I said, it sat out there forever. Mr. Race Car Driver now. Hold on. Okay, I think he's done racing around. So we got another gas tank here. Hopefully I took a picture of the inside of the tank. Yes, I did. Okay, so I take pictures of the whole. I show all the air, the whole tank, and there's the inside. I always take a picture of the inside of the tank so people know it's clean. And if it's dirty, I'll say it's dirty. This is probably maybe one out of 2 times I use a flash on my camera. Because if I don't use a flash, you're not going to get to see what's inside the tank. I take a picture of any numbers I find. Also, this one was missing. I'll show you what this one was missing. This one only had 2 of these little collars, and it was missing. It says, please read. Look, I spend way too much time sometimes on these low-end items on listings. I even have little things, item notes, missing cap, photo 3, and 1 fan collar, photo 8. So if you go to photo 8, which is the last one, you see it's missing. Photo 3, 1, 2, 3, missing the cap. So you can't get any more honest than that. I actually did find a cap once I listed it, but I just let it go. These Husqvarna 125L trimmers parts sell incredibly well. May take a little while, but they do sell well. I was surprised this even sold. I was even going to list it. I was parting it out. I figured, what the heck, let's see what the wiring harness. This is the trigger wiring harness that controls the carburetor and the little trigger thing on the makes the engine rev and stuff. So I was happy with that sale. Went out first class. I think it weighed about 2 ounces. So easy ship. Went out really well. I use those eBay plastic envelopes that I get from eBay every month. If you have a store, you get so much. Not every month, I'm sorry, every quarter, you get so much for shipping supplies. I get $24.99, and I buy a box of the 100 envelopes for about $23.99. So I don't buy too much in the way of shipping supplies. Another, I don't know if this is a consignment item or what, somebody dropped off a big box of Game Boy, Nintendo, all sorts of stuff around Easter. And they said, do what you want with it, sell it, whatever, it's worth something, we'll talk about it. So, sold that for $12, not a big sale, went first class. Oh, it went medium, did it go medium mail? I can't remember what it went. It may have went medium mail, I don't know. But it was definitely affordable. I made a little bit of money on it. If you give me a lot of items, I don't like doing low-end items for consignment, but if I know I can flip them real quick, I'll do it. So, let's say I made $6 on it if I did through consignment, but I just let it go through my own thing. And I'll give them something for everything once I sell a few more things. I sold a Guitar Hero guitar, sold another Guitar Hero guitar, and you'll see one here in this group through this items that I got. There's another one. That's the other one I was telling you about earlier. We sold this one about a week later, actually when I was away during 4th of July. Another tip there, when I'm away, what I normally do is I used to put my store on vacation when I was away. There's 2 modes of vacation. One mode is You close your, right, you tell people you're away, but your store's open. They can buy, but you don't ship it. There's another mode where basically you lock your front door and people can't even get in your store. I used to do the one mode, whatever it was called, like I just said, where people could wander around, buy things, and they wait, and it sends them a message saying you're on vacation. Anymore, I have better luck just moving my handling time out. So, for example, I left before 4th of July. I was gone for about 4 days. So the first day I moved it out 4 days or 5 days. I always give myself an extra day. And I always bring my computer with me when I'm on vacation. So the next day I moved my shipping out 3 days. Next day 2 days. 1 day. I just had better luck with that, and I sold about 5 items, not big ticket items. But I sold about 5 items while I was gone. But so back to this item. This is another one of these things. Like I said, I got it. They know what it was, and I sold both of them. Didn't make a lot, but hey, these are large items and they're out of my inventory. Here's one of the Guitar Hero guitars I know nothing about. I read up on them a little bit. I priced it at a decent price. I made about $20 on it. I was happy. The seller hasn't gotten it yet. I think it's still in transit. This sold while I was away. But there you go, Guitar Hero guitar, part of that group I was telling you about before of items. I got 2 Dyson vacuum cleaners a year and a half ago at a garage sale. Funny thing is they were just clogged. I thought they were broken. I could have just unclogged them and probably flipped them on Craigslist, but it's okay. I made more money parting them out like this. Not a big ticket item. Goes out first class. Weighed about 3 ounces. I made a little bit of money on this. Quick ship. Again, plastic eBay envelope. Little wrapping, little bubble wrap or foam wrap I get from furniture stores in their dumpsters, and it was out. 2 more items and we're done here. Here's another piece of Electrolux vacuum cleaner I bought for $15 at the thrift store. So I did really, really well with this. I still have the hose and 2 other pieces, some little accessories, but I'm thrilled with the money I made for $15. I'm very, very happy. Sold this. Took about a month to sell this too. So that's great. Made good money on that. I went down to Florida. I used those 7 by 7 by 5 little boxes, the post office boxes. I telescoped a whole bunch of them together, shoved that thing in there with a little bit of bubble wrap on each end, and it was gone. Looks sort of funny. So that's a great idea. When I walked in the post office with these boxes all telescoped, I gave him a card. I said, "Good, come to the eBay. I'll come to the Raleigh eBay Meetup Group next Thursday." I'll tell you more about that in a little while. Here's your last item, another Guitar Hero guitar. Like I said, I took a picture of the connector. I have no idea what this is for. I just basically took everything off of here and put the model number and everything up there. So again, I did pretty well with this. Okay, that is what I've sold from June 23rd, 2018 to July 8th, 2018. I really thank you for watching the video. A few other things I do eBay training, one-on-one, small group, large group, classroom. I do it via Skype, any kind of online hangout, anything you've got. I'm going to have some stuff down in the description below. You can look up, been on a lot of podcasts, really thrilled to be on a lot of podcasts. A lot of people have me on their shows. I also run the Raleigh eBay Meetup Group. We meet second Thursday of the month. We're meeting this Thursday, July 12th. There's a car that's parked right next to me. But let me finish this up. July 12th, we're meeting at 7 to 9. We used to meet from 6 to 8, but I'm getting a lot more responses with that. So, hey, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Smash that old like button. Sorry for the noise. There's going to be the car running. I'm walking out of the car. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. You guys have a great night. I'll see you now. Bye-bye.